I'm sitting here, and it's like Sunday evening. I don't know what time it is. It's 9:30 Sunday night, and I am rewatching the second half of this video of Destiny in the closet that she had made to Steven. So the way the video is worded, and like she's speaking from herself, or Krista, like, you know, from the point of view of Krista to Steven. But then what I had found out in the video after that is that this was Destiny, and that Destiny is like the facilitator who fills in the cracks, smooths the confusion between parts to make it less noticeable to outsiders, and that there were parts upset about that who asked her to stop. And then in that other video that I had watched in therapy, in that session, they asked her to stop, and she stopped mid-video, and then it was like obvious after that. And I'm just watching this again, and particularly the last 10 minutes, it just clicked to me that the things that she's saying are not only directed at Steven. Like, they're not necessarily applicable only to Steven. Like, I'm hearing, let me start this, I'm gonna go back a little bit. It's so weird to watch it, because it's like, it doesn't even seem like me. It's so weird. But it's like, what do I have to do? No one's gonna see how hard I'm trying until death. No one's gonna see how hard she's trying until she's gone. No one cares. No one cares. Because I'm the one that disregards your needs. None of the other parts care, because she disregards what they need. Individually. Because I cross your emotional boundaries. Because she crosses their emotional wants and boundaries. Because I can't maintain one identity, meaning one thought process, long enough to even fully comprehend what those boundaries or expectations from you are. I interpret that as, like, if I'm looking at her speaking to other parts, because she can't maintain or know one specific part enough, because she's juggling so many hats, that she can't specifically make everybody happy, to know what all of their boundaries exactly are, and to even manage that, because it's like a mom with multiple kids. You're never gonna have all kids happy. Like, you have to, like, compromise. Like, there's compromise that has to happen there. And in my head, it's a constant scramble to try and figure it out, and to get as close to what you're asking of me as possible. This is your stretch then. And then you get mad at me for being hypersensitive or hyper nervous about being in trouble, or being defensive, or wanting to, you know, validate myself in what I'm doing. She gets very defensive. Very like, well, I'm trying, I'm doing my best, you know, and like even if, for instance, Steven is confronting any of us with anything that is concerning to him, she's immediately offended. And then it creates, like, annoyance and upset for everybody, because it's like, him saying something about something doesn't always mean it's an attack on you. Like, there's a disconnect where she, like, internalizes everything. And, like, what I hear from that is just that it's, like, she's trying so hard, she's so overly hypersensitive and aware that it's, like, overcompensating now. Like, she's aware of too much.
It's because at every second of the day, every part of me is scrambling to keep up.
Just every second of the day, she's scrambling to keep up with all of us.
It's like an educated guess. And it's never quite on mark.
And she feels like nothing she ever does is good enough or correct.
And when we get nervous that it's not on mark, or when we get nervous that we're letting you down, or we're getting nervous that it's not good enough, or that we're somehow being disrespectful, or that you misunderstand our priorities, you get upset.
Again, thinking of this as she's not talking to Steven, she's talking to other parts inside my head. Other parts of me. Thinking about it that way, it makes sense. That I forgot the point I was trying to make.
That we're being defensive. Or that we're assuming. And we're only trying to fucking understand how to hit the mark. I fucking hate this.
Cats are running around.
My entire life is lived like a quadriplegic who is constantly being badgered about needing to walk, needing to stand on their feet.
You need to do it all. You're supposed to be
letting
normal.
other people down because they're not walking, because they don't have legs.
Why aren't you able to just pull it off and do it? Everyone
And they're
else
in their
can.
wheelchair, they're trying to compensate how they can, and they're trying to still get the job done. They're still trying to get from point A to B with the wheelchair however they can.
Just get it all together.
But it's not quite on the mark. Because they don't have feet. But they're trying. That's what my entire life is like.
It's like she doesn't feel acknowledged or appreciated for her way of doing things for us, for our parts. Because I'm like using the analogy that she said. It's like I think she was implying paraplegic, someone who doesn't have legs. You know, they're able to get from point A to B with a wheelchair. But they're not able to get from point A to B the conventional way with 2 feet and 2 legs, meaning walking. But they're still able to do it. It just makes it sound like she just feels like because her way is not the way other people think it should be or sees it as, she feels criticized by that, or like it's not valid or not being seen or appreciated or wanted or needed or helpful or understood or any of those things. And she says, where's the quality to that? Like, what's the point in doing it if it's always going to be the wrong way? Even if I'm getting it done, it's never quite what you're looking for because it's done a different way than you.
Does that pain end with me having the ability to stay alive? So everything I look into just doesn't. You just learn how to get the fuck over it.
It's really hard for me to watch that.
You just learn how to manage it differently. You get used to it.
I'm getting dizzy.
You learn how to work around it. But it doesn't go away. And regardless, you're the fucking quadriplegic in a wheelchair. Trying to get from point A to B. But it's never good enough because you're not walking on your own two feet.
It's never good enough because you're not just one whole person. You can't do it all. Something about that made me feel really airy and like lightheaded and tired.
And now that that's all out, and it's been 22 minutes, almost 22 and a half minutes, there's just emptiness, embarrassment, and shame.
That seems a little theatrical to me.
Because there was no point to saying any of that. No one's ever gonna watch it. No one's ever gonna listen to it. No one's ever gonna hear it. No one's ever gonna understand it.
It's a little poor me.
No one's ever going to take that information and allow it to shift their perspective.
What even is anyone's perspective?
And I should add that scratch that. No one's going to willingly listen to that or watch it.
This bit seems a little bit melodramatic.
Because if you do see this, if you are watching it right now, it's most likely because
you're forced.
You feel obligated.
That's fucked up.
Not out of care and concern for my emotional well-being.
Come on, bitch.
Meanwhile, I'm supposed to respect yours.
Well, you treat people how you want to be treated, right?
I don't know how. I don't know how to tread the water of that hypocrisy.
She looks like she's acting in that part.
It hurts. It hurts really bad.
Oh no, that was weird. It was like part of me could jive with that. Part of me could watch that and like feel bad. And like feel like maybe I could see where she's coming from. And then it was like, there was a point where I don't know if I became more aware of what she was saying or I don't know. But something happened in the middle of that where it was just like, okay, like, you sound this is a little much. Like, I get, like, having feelings about certain things, but at the same point, like, that's a little bit melodramatic. It's a little bit, poor me, give me attention. And, I think everybody could pull that bullshit at any time, just because they want to. Like, that's something anyone's capable of. No one has an easy life. So, that's hard for me to sit and listen to, because it's like, everyone has it rough. She's not the only one with the rough position in this, and I don't know. Something about the second half of that, like, lost sympathy for me. I think it was, like, the mention of, like, this kind of being, suicidal. Like, I don't know, that, like, lost respect for me. I think because that comes across as very selfish and self-centered, and so it was like, after that, all I could hear was just, wah. I don't fucking like that. So you're gonna feel that way and do something that would potentially, not potentially, it would. You're gonna do something because you feel that way that would affect me and what I'm doing here. You're gonna do something that's going to affect the next part over here and what they're doing. Never mind the fact that we are mom, we are wife, we have a family. Not even counting all of that. Just looking at internally. You as one part are going to make a decision that drastic, or feel like your one little part warrants that big of a reaction to need to completely end it for everybody. Like, oh, fuck. I have a hard time feeling bad for that. That really fucking pissed me off. I don't know why this is even recording. I was just doing that. I don't know. I think some other part was trying to, like, feel like, ooh, I'm gonna dive in and discover what this really means, and I'm gonna connect the dots and understand. And then I just fucking got triggered out by the fucking, where's the quality of life? Anyone could ask themselves that at any point when life gets hard. Like, fucking stop. I don't know. It just fucking pissed me off anyways. I'm gonna go.